is falling. The fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. That's going to set them back 5 yards. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running left is Eckler. Room here to run. And bulldozing his way through. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On the return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Oh, the return is Duvernay. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson on first down.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw again on second down. Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jennings now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
And now the rookie's free. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jennings now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jennings now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jennings now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson now.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now it's Herbert. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Well, they really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Ty Long now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Odafe Owe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Uses the spin, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to run and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as he'll be back in action in Week 8.